Welcome back. Thank you for staying with Checkpoint. I want us to take a look at part 2 of that story, Game of Cons, that we had from Fred Kagoje right now.
On December 19, 2019, Kenyans who had seen and had had enough of the horror stories thanks to this gang decided to take matter into their own hands and attacked the gang. 2 people died in the attack after the gang had robbed a woman 40,000 shillings. Margaret Kemunto says the gang lied to her that she would win a motorcycle, a gas cylinder, among other things.
Tutafanya usisike hizo pesa kwa mkono. Enda utume kwa simu yao watakupea 1,100. Nikawaambia mimi sina hiyo pesa, kitu mtafanya mtanipea hiyo pesa mnataka. Wakaniambia hapana. Wewe enda utoe pesa ama ututumie kwa simu yako tutakupea hiyo 40k.
Raia wenyewe walikasirika. Wakaua watu wangapi? Watu 2. Vita takatifu. Vita ilipiganwa hapo, vita takatifu. Vijana walikuwa wezi, walibaki mpaka na mangodha.
Another victim, Roderick Ngonyuku, a student and an online shoe vendor, says while he went about his business to make a delivery, he met the gang at the Ronangala Road.
Sijui ameniambia eti niangalie sijui picha iko wapi, kwa kifuriko gani. Mimi nika point mbaya, wakaniambia nimepoteza pesa. Kuleta hivi mimi nafikiria ni jokes. Sio ashaanza kuleta sauti juu niko nataka kunivuruga. Saa juu mimi nimekaa Nairobi miaka mingi najua venye kuenda, nikajua hapa mimi niko peke yangu, area sijui mtu. Na hapa tukaanza vurugu, mimi nazoumia vibaya sana.
He says the anger and the pain he felt that day cannot be explained and says he cannot forgive the people who stole from him on that day.
Yani hadi wa leo mimi hata naona hadi nikikufa hiyo kitu tu atakao unaweza wasamee, hiyo kitu tu inachangaka imekuchafua roho. Yani hata ukiona mwizi, yani unajua inafukaga vitu hizi ndio inafukanga point, hata ukiona mwizi ya kuchomwa hauna hiyo utu.
Wa editing sawa.
How is this gang able to operate and rob people? Are they using some form of black magic? We decided to go undercover, albeit one step ahead of this gang, into the 2 bases of operations along Racecourse Road and along the Muthurwa Market. Our first target is the gang based at the St. Peter's Clever Primary School. When we got there, we were the targets of their scheme. They started with the act that they do to lure their victims. They gave us 1,000 shillings, which they thought would get our hearts racing. What followed next was them asking how much we have in our pocket. We gave 500 shillings, and they told us we had won 30,000 shillings, but we needed to show a similar amount on our phones, bank, or in cash. They urged us to make calls that would help us raise the amount after we lied that we ran a business in Eastleigh. Not knowing that this was going to be the end of their tricks. Seeing we were slowly slipping away, they planted this man in our midst, and he pretended to have won 1,000 shillings, and this woman was to convince us to give the money. Saying that he had already received 11,000 shillings in order to claim his prize to convince us more. The woman told us that officials from Nairobi County knew and had licensed the business. After we had understood how the business is ran, we pretended to be in a hurry and left. Here are the gang rules. They have 2 posts where they used to rob unknowing people. This is not just a house of cards, but numbers on cards. That one is given to distract you from the real motive.
Double number.
Using the cards, they pretend that you stand to win the goods on display and money as well. When passers-by stop to get a view of the jaw-dropping deals that are here, the easier they fall into the hands of these cons. We were given a card and we were told to pay any amount of money we had on us. We would be told that we are the winners of 45,000 shillings after paying 200 shillings. What was left for us to claim our prize was to give 1,200 shillings more for us to be declared winners of the money or any item that we picked from those on display. We told them to get the 1,200 shillings from the 45,000 shillings that we had won and give us the balance. Then everything went south. They started chasing us amidst threats of violence if we continued to claim the 200 shillings we had paid. We left for the Kamukunji police station where we made a report of what had happened. We were told to look for one of the many police officers on patrol to help us get our money back. And just like that, our money went into the deeper pockets of the cons, who are earning a living using their intricate and not so intricate methods to rob people.
Kwa siku. So unaona ukipatia hiyo, wakifanya hiyo kazi siku 10, already wako na milioni 5. So milioni 5 hakuna kazi haiwezi fanya. So hawa watu hata polisi huwa tuwalaumu. Juu polisi pia hawa wadogo wanajaribu kufanya kazi ukiongea nao, lakini polisi anakuambia sasa hii watu nikiwaondoa mimi niko kwa shida.
The whole syndicate cannot operate on its own. It works with the help of senior officers and senior officials inside Nairobi County. Our cameras captured how police officers receive bribes from these cons for protection. This happens despite the growing number of people falling victims to this gang, and police are on the know.
Kutoka juu ikienda chini. So kwa hawa watu wote, wale watu wote wako supposed kuwakataza. Hakuna mtu hapati pesa. Pesa ingine ni wanasema mpaka hawa watu wanasimamanga kando hawa wanakuwa kwa stages. Pia wanapewa pesa kutoka kwa hawa watu. Ndio in case mtu akileta fujo ama akionekana analalamika, hakuna mtu atasupport ule mtu amechukuliwa pesa.
Police in uniform and the plainclothes ones from the Central and Kamukunji police stations come here in turns of 20 minutes to collect bribes. If these are legit businesses, then why do they have to give bribes?
Hata ukinyang'anywa, wao wenyewe wanakuja, wanakuambia toka hapa, sisi ni askari, sisi ni washapewa yao. Sasa utafanya nini? Ule mtu washapewa, yeye ndio serikali, anafaa kusaidie, lakini wale washakunyang'anya, wale wamekula 50,000, wanapatia polisi 5,000. Sasa utasema nini? Polisi yako mkono mbele. Yeye ashakula, hakuna kitu utamwambia.
Nairobi Police Boss Augustine Dhumbi says that action has been taken against police officers who have been found to have involved themselves in corruption. He says the cases against these officers are hard to prosecute since there's lack of sufficient evidence.
Ishi ya kuchukua hongo tunahitaji msaada sana kwa mtu kama wewe sasa. Wewe somebody ameonekana anachukua hongo, you know, whatever becomes very tricky on issues of corruption is where unataka kupeleka mtu kotini alafu nobody is coming out kusema mimi nilimpatia huyu hongo.
Our undercover investigations have established that there are a few individuals who head and are part of a criminal unit that has been stealing from Kenyans. These people know whose hands to oil, what button to push, and whose door to knock for them to continue running their business. Those mentioned in the business are We have a man called CD or City Dweller. As his name suggests, he has been in the city for a long time and knows all the inroads. CD, it is claimed, has an office inside the CBD where he runs other kinds of businesses of conning people. He is said to be very experienced in the con games and tends to undermine the lowly ranked officers. The second person we have established to be in this is called Murage. Just like CD, he too holds immense influence in this business. It is said that if you want to run a con business in this city, then you have to talk to him. Another one is Blackie. He is the leader of the gang that operates outside the St. Peter's Clavers Primary School. We have got him on camera giving bribes to police officers who pass by his business to get their cut for the day. Another one is Vaite or Bling Bling, and together with a man we have found out is called Njoroge. We have been told that they too hold powerful positions on the con business. We have a police officer while doing our investigations who with just one call got Elizabeth Mwikali back her money. Our cameras also caught Vaite giving a bribe to a police officer just outside the Ronangala post office. Even though police are on the know that these men run the con business, they say the businesses have been licensed by the city council. The government is on the know what activity these syndicates run, and the police have been saying that they are unable to take action against them because they have been licensed.
Na hiyo ndio permit wamepewa ya kufanya hizo promotion wanafanya. Lakini sasa wanatumia hiyo license na hiyo hali ya kuwa ya kwamba ameruhusiwa kuwa pale, alafu anaanza kufanya mambo mengine ya kuimbia wananchi. Wale wote tumepata wakiibia wananchi, hao tunashika na wanapelekwa kotini.
Even after they were removed from the CBD, the inside source can reveal the group has since relocated to Embakasi, Ruai and Kasarani, where they continue to swindle hard-working Kenyans. The number of people who have been conned by these powerful groups is higher than we have been able to show, with most owing to their greed for quick money. Some of them do not make reports to the authorities, and they are right with that decision, because the same people who are supposed to uphold law and order, the same people who are supposed to help them with their tribulations, are in bed with the criminals. Fred Kagonye for the Inside Source.